They have to, what is that? Their mouth will be bandaged. They cannot open. They cannot shout. So that is the dumb day is the he has to go to toilet and her helper is somewhat far away. He cannot. So it is very difficult. He cannot. That person cannot express. So some children says that we cannot bandage. Um, that the dumb day is the most difficult. We cannot bandage the children's mouths, so they really have to exercise their willpower. Okay, sorry, their mouth will not be bandaged. So they have to do it with their own willpower. First I said that their mouth will be bandaged. Sorry, it is not bandaged. They are giving, they are trying their best to keep their willpower. Okay, I will not speak. Without speaking, I will try to explain my feelings. I will say my feelings to the helper. So that is willpower. Through willpower, he has to exercise the willpower. Come into the garden and see for yourself how the children feel about it. Now, you just come to the garden and the children are there. You just see and watch for yourself how the children are feeling about it. Miss Beam led me to one of the bandaged girls. Here is a gentleman come to talk to you. Miss Beam left us. Now, Miss Beam took our narrator to a bandaged girl, and her eyes are covered. And Miss Beam introduced our narrator to the girl and said that, "Come on, my dear child. Here, one man is in front of you, and this gentleman come to talk to you." And after that, she introduced him, and Miss Beam went away. Then narrator asked the girl, "Don't you ever peep?" The narrator wanted to know the full day, not the full day. Now, the previous night onwards, they have to cover their eyes. And the narrator was asking, "Don't you ever peep? Don't you ever took like this and peep?" He asked. I asked the girl. "Oh no," she explained. She said that. The girl said that, "No, I have not peeped. That would be cheating." She's a very good girl. She is telling, "If I peep, that would be cheating. The school is giving me an experience. I should not do that. I should get the training. If I peep, that will be cheating." But I had no idea it was so awful to be blind. And she said that, but I had no idea how awful means fearful, of being a blind person. You can't see a thing. You feel you are going to be hit by something every moment. It's such a relief just to sit down. Now, this girl is telling, being blind is the awful thing, because always we cannot see anything. Only darkness covered. The eyes are covered very tightly, and only darkness, and it's very awful. And we feel that if I walk, I'm going to hit something, or I will fall somewhere. So that is, in every moment I should be very careful, and only relief when I get if I sit somewhere. Okay, now nothing will come and hit me, and I will not fall also. So if I sit, I will be in relief. Are your helpers kind to you? I asked. The narrator asked the girl. You have got helpers, isn't it? So, are your helpers are very kind to you? Then she said, fairly, most of them, fairly. But they are not as careful as I shall be when it's my turn. And some students are not so careful. When my turn comes, I will be very careful with these people. But some students are not as careful as me when my turn comes for others. As a helper, when my turn comes for others, I am very careful. But some of the students are not very careful. They are fairly. Okay, that's all. Those that been blind already are the best helpers. Who are the best helpers? The girl is telling those who are being blind already they have got the chance of becoming a blind person. They will be kind to others because that is the most difficult exercise among all the other things. So once if you get the chance to be a blind student of the in the training period, that person will be very kind to others also. Those who have been blind already are the best helpers. It's perfectly ghastly not to see. That means it is very ghastly. Ghastly means very awful. Ghastly, frightful or awful. Awful means bad and ghastly, very frightful or awful. Very ghastly not to see. We cannot see anything. That is very ghastly. I wish you would try. You would try something. Okay. Shall I lead you anywhere? I asked. Then the narrator asked the girl, shall I lead you anywhere? Then the girl said, oh yes, she said. Let's go for a little walk. The girl said the narrator, oh come on, yes, I'm ready. So we'll go for a little walk. Only you must tell me about things. And the girl said that, now you are my helper. You must tell me about things, whatever on the way we are seeing that you have to tell me. I shall be so glad when today is over. And then after that I will be very happy when today is over. The other bad days can't be half as bad as this. The other bad days can be half as bad as this. Having a leg tied up and hopping about on a crutch is almost fun, I guess. Now the girl was telling one leg will be tied, okay, with the other leg. One leg will be tied with the other leg and using a crutch will be a fun. Okay, she was telling everything, explaining everything to the narrator. Having an arm tied up is a bit more troublesome and hand is tied up. Only one hand is there, the other hand is tied up at the back. Only with one hand. That is little troublesome. Okay? Because you can't eat without help. Why? One hand is tied and only with one hand it is very difficult for you to eat. And things like that. So, using a crutch, one leg is tied and using a crutch is not too troublesome. But with one hand is tied and only with one hand it is little difficult to eat, to write and for other things also. With one hand you will feel some trouble. I don't think I will mind being deaf for a day. Being deaf, can't hear. That is okay. That is, I don't mind. At least not much. But being blind is so frightening. Being blind is so frightening. My head aches all the time just from worrying that I will get hurt. Now, see why she used to get blind day. That is the most fearful day. That is the frightening day. And she used to get headache because she was thinking she is tensed. Because of the tension, she used to get headache. Oh, where I will, if I go and fall somewhere, or if I go and hit something. So all this tension increases her tension and she gets headache. And she asked the narrator, where are we now? In the playground. The narrator replied, in the playground. I said, we are walking towards the house. Now we are walking towards the house. Miss Beam is walking up and down the garden with a tall girl. Miss Beam was walking through the garden with a tall girl. A tall girl and Beam was walking through the garden. Okay. What is the girl wearing? The narrator told, we are nearing to the house and Miss Beam is walking with a tall girl. And this girl, the blindfolded girl, asked the narrator, what is the girl wearing? What dress she has worn? My little friend asked. The little friend asked Miss narrator, and the narrator said that a blue cotton skirt and a pink blouse. A blue cotton skirt and a pink blouse. Now, the reply, listen the reply of the blind girl. I think it's Millie. She can understand because all these days eyes were open. Now she understood. She guessed and said that the tall girl, one who is walking with Miss B, who wore blue cotton blue skirt and a pink blouse. That might be Millie. What is her name? Millie. 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 She said, what color is her hair? And the girl asked the narrator, what color is her hair? The narrator said, very light. I said, yes, that's Millie. Now she is sure. She is confident. That is the tall girl, one who wore cotton blue skirt and pink shirt, pink blouse, and the color of her hair is very light. She is none other than Millie. She is Millie. Yes, that's Millie. She's the head girl, and that girl is the head girl of her school. There is an old man tying up roses, I said. Then narrator told, because whatever he sees over there, he has to tell the girl. Then narrator said that there is an old man sitting and he is tying up rose flowers. Then the girl said, yes, that's Peter. Who is that? That's Peter. He is a gardener. He is hundreds of years old. Now the girl said that man is Peter and he is 100 years old. And he is Peter, he is a gardener and he is 100 years old. And here comes a girl with curly red hair. She is on crutches. And the narrator said that, see, one girl is coming. Her hair is curly red hair. And she is on crutches. Okay? And this girl said that's Anita. Who is that red colored hair and one who is using the crutches? And that is Anita, she said. And so we walked on. Gradually, I discovered that I was 10 minutes more thoughtful than I ever thought I could be. Now he understood many things. He learned many things from the children of this different kind of school. Because gradually I discovered that I was 10 times more thoughtful. Now I have become more thoughtful than ever thought I could be. I also realized that if I had to describe people and things to someone else, it made them more interesting to me. When I finally had to leave, I told Miss Bean that I was very sorry to go. Now you can see here, the narrator, he doesn't want to go away from that place. That means he wanted to do more studies of the type of activities given in that different school. That is the school is known as a school with a different activities. So he wanted to stay there for some more time and learn something. And he said that now I have to leave, but I am sorry to leave now. I would like to be here for some more time, but I have to go. So he told Miss Beam that I am very sorry to go. She replied, then there is something in my system after all. Then she said that, okay, then there is something in my system. That means at least people are agreeing that my system, the way of teaching in my school has some goodness in that. People are accepting my way of teaching. So she's also, Miss Beam is also satisfied. And my dear students, this is the end of our story. And how do you like it? How do you like it? See, blind day, lame day, deaf day, uninjured day, dumb day, all these days. Do you like to practice in your life? Of course, not for fun. But through fun you will learn and experience the difficulties, the trauma and the awfulness, the frightfulness of the such type of lives, disabilities. So this is the end of of our lesson. Read the lesson thoroughly, okay, and take care.